Addy Tex here again. So I got another story for y'all on this security deal. I got a couple of them, I'll tell you. I was working a movie set out there in Greene County, Pennsylvania. You're talking about a real rural area. It was me and two other guards on, and they were for Pittsburgh or what, but you know, these were city boys. They weren't cut out for the country life. Now these particular guys, you know, they didn't really want to work. They were just out there trying to collect a paycheck and not do anything. And like I said, because they were city boys, they were nervous. They were like, "Oh, we don't like it out here." They said, "You'll be fine. You're white." And these are black guys, and I'm like, well, I said, whatever. I said, y'all. I said, ain't nothing to be scared of out here. Oh, they were filming an apocalypse style movie out there. We were at some old farm out there that had an abandoned mine on it. So the mine kind of looked like the surface of the moon. That's why these people wanted to shoot there. I can't remember if the movie was, there were two apocalypse movies I was involved in doing security for. One of them was called The Road. One of them was called The Shelter. One of those I think actually came about and went like straight to DVD. I don't remember which one it was. I heard about that, never seen them. Don't know if the other one ever made the full production. But so we're out there, and it's night shift as usual. They wouldn't leave the base camp, and they had these this movie out there had these Kubota side-by-side UTVs. They were enclosed cabs, diesel motors in them, and air conditioned, everything. I mean, top of the line. I shudder to think what one of those things costs. They rented them or leased them or something just for the, had them brought out there. But anyhow, I drive around doing a perimeter patrol, and I come back there, and these boys are sleeping in their car in the base camp. And since they was afraid, and I don't have use for people that want to basically sit there and sleep and just not do any work whatsoever. I got a work ethic. I don't care for people that think that they want to have a free ride, or they can just go in and not do the job that they've been paid to do. It pisses me right off. But anyway, so I snuck up on these boys' car, and I had a field day with it, man. I went up there real loud and started doing the old dueling banjos. I went na 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 real loud, and oh my God, them boys, they jumped up. I thought they was gonna come through the roof of that car. They was madder than hell, and of course I couldn't quit laughing. They was cussing me. It was funnier than some of a bitch, I tell you what. But anyhow, so there was that story. On that same film, they had built a new bridge out there between Pennsylvania and West Virginia. And right before they opened it, no cars had been on it yet, and we shot a scene of one of these movies out on this bridge. So I had to work security on a brand new bridge they built. That was an interesting deal. Like I said, that's a pretty fun time. This same outfit that I did security for, that up there in Pittsburgh, they didn't just do movie sets. That was most of their work, but they also had other work. And I remember one time I had a guy that was going back to the Navy or something like that, and he wound up having to ship out a week or 2 weeks earlier than what he had originally anticipated. So he was working a methadone clinic down there, and I was sick at the time. I had caught some kind of cold or something, but I went down there and worked that methadone clinic, and luckily I only had to work out once, and I just said, yeah, no. They're like, well, they think, they called and said, well, they think that they want somebody else out there. They said they don't think that you were forceful enough or something. Or I'm like, well, I said, I don't care what they said. I said, I don't want to work back here anyway. I said, put me back doing other stuff. I said, hey, you know, I'm not military. They want a military personnel in there like they had. Send military personnel. Don't send me. I said, I didn't let anything happen in there. I said, but, you know, I don't know what they're looking for. So piss on them. So anyway, now they also had another, had this scrap yard out there. And I'd go work down there, and I remember they'd call me to work up because, like I said, I worked. So I had to go there one time, and it was, it was snowing out. They couldn't get anybody else to go cover the shift. They called me. I said, yeah, I'll do it. I'll drive in the snow. I don't care. But that place there was always a fun shift because it was such an easy job. You just went around there every hour with a wand, because they still had detex points for these little, you know, metal circles they'd have on a pole somewhere or something. They have a certain number of these points, so you just go over there with the detex wand and you stick it on that circle and flash a little green light or something. Now you've logged that you've checked that point. So I'd go over there and I'd make my rounds every hour, and that was the end of it. There was nothing that went on out there at night, you know. But that was always, you know, pretty interesting little shift there. It was easy and no problems. That was easy money right there. And there's still more stories from security from that company than I've got stories from down in Texas. So I'm going to make another video with a couple of more of them stories for y'all. And we'll talk to you later.